Hey guys, I'm Roden. Welcome to the weekly astrology forecast. I hope you guys are doing really great. I've been really enjoying doing these videos. I've only done it once, and this is going to be my second go at it. You guys know how I am. I like to experiment, but I think these ones might stick around versus the daily astrology. It was just starting to take too much time to prepare for them. This takes a long time to prepare too, but it's just one day. And it's kind of interesting to see the flow of energy through the week astrologically. So without further delay, let's get into it. I hope you guys really enjoyed your new moon in Cancer. It's still with us. We're still in the peak of this energy as I'm recording, and it's going to be with us for 2 weeks. New moon in Cancer does play into the energy of the week just because the aspects that we're looking at, the aspects that are going to be strong, are really playing off of relationships and really playing off of compromise, really playing off of how we balance our relationships. So let's get into it. So there are 3 big aspects that are kind of, I would consider long-term. 2 of them truly yearly long-term. We have Saturn square Uranus and Neptune sextile Pluto. Just so you guys know, for those of you who are way more interested in like the readings that I'm going to be doing, it's probably time stamped. But for those of you who are interested in astrology, hello, welcome, thanks for enjoying. Don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, so Saturn square Uranus been with us all year. It last peaked in June. On June 24th, Saturn went exact with Uranus, and it created a very strong energy. That aspect is tough. It's been really hard on us this year. That aspect in particular is really about boundaries. It's about how we are dealing with feelings of being disempowered, how we're dealing with feelings of being really restricted, really pushed upon and infringed upon by other people in society, and how we may even be doing that for others, right? That aspect's really been facilitating us to really be our unique selves, have our own voice, express our own voice, and not really follow the rules anymore. Now, Neptune sextile Pluto is playing a big role this week in particular because we do have strong aspects at the end of the week that are aspecting Neptune and Pluto individually from the sun, but we'll talk about that. Neptune sextile Pluto is an interesting energy. It's an energy that is really amplifying our awareness. It's really kind of allowing us to increase our well, I'm not going to say increase, expand our consciousness, elevate our consciousness. It's also an energy that allows us to be a little bit more compassionate and empathetic towards ourselves, in light of what we have been going through as a society, pandemic, economic stuff, all that jazz. Yeah, so that's interesting. And like I said, it's going with us all year. And then we also have Mars conjunct Venus in Leo. Mars conjunct Venus in Leo are going to be very, very strong the first 3 days of the week. Strongest on the 13th. We've been experiencing the buildup of this energy, and I'm going to talk about that one later. Okay? So let's get into the week, the focus of the week. In the beginning of the week, I have all my notes right here, by the way, so you might see me look down a lot. The beginning of the week, we have Mercury in Cancer, trine Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter's retrograding. Two water sign energies, Cancer and Pisces. This aspect, like I said in the beginning of the week, is really highlighting and encouraging us to really express our feelings and really express our emotions. There's almost going to be this energy of like where we just cannot, right? Like we just cannot not talk. These like double negatives. We're gonna feel this need like we have to share feelings, like we almost can't control ourselves. But because it's a trine, there's gonna be a lot of positive experiences and a lot of positive results from this if you allow yourself to kind of go there, if you allow yourself to express your feelings and your emotions, whatever you've been struggling with. Now, because this aspect also has Jupiter, which is retrograding in Pisces, that goes along with the like void that I've been talking about all month. For most of the month of July, we have Jupiter and Neptune both retrograding in Pisces, really kind of taking us into this inner void within ourselves, really allowing us to not just be within ourselves, but discover all kinds of things within ourselves that we didn't know were even there, right? Allowing for more of this like increase of awareness, consciousness expansion, forgiveness, and all of that stuff, but also just massive spiritual growth, right? So whatever we are needing to express when it comes to our feelings and our emotions and our emotional needs, and I say emotional needs because we were talking about Cancer here too, it's really going to be relating and connecting to, and maybe even assisting whatever we are learning on this void path that we're on for this month. Okay, so I expect like any kind of divulgence of emotions and feelings are really going to help you personally, whether someone's divulging to you or you're just feeling the need to divulge. It might bring not just some healing but also some more insights. This aspect might also trigger some intuitive hits as well. It might even trigger like more psychic awareness, because as you're speaking, you're also kind of invoking that energy, right? It's like you're really putting it out there in the ether. And Cancer and Pisces are both also very intuitive energies. So don't be surprised if it's like you're speaking on feelings, especially feelings you might have been repressing, because we had a lot of that facing your repressed stuff the last couple weeks before this week. Right? So I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of this is stuff you've just been repressing from other people or yourself. But anyway, as you're expressing, I won't be surprised if it's like, it's just making things make more sense to you. You're starting to feel almost more connected to yourself because you're actually allowing yourself to talk and to speak on it. There's also a lot of empowerment that can come from this energy. So this is great. And this is going on in the first half of the week. It's really, really strong. You're also going to see some increase in increased telepathy, increased dream activity, empathy and compassion from others, and also towards yourself. So awesome stuff there. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that. So like I said, really, really positive aspect the beginning of the week. So we're going to be talking, we're going to be expressing, we're going to be feeling, and that's going to lead us to the end of the week where things get a little bit deeper. Things get a little bit deeper. But also that aspect will just innately bring more clarity and also compassion and empathy towards people. So if you've been like struggling with someone or your friends, because there has been a lot of tumultuous energy the last, like, well, let's just be real, last few months, right? It's been kind of tumultuous and chaotic, but it's been getting softer, right? So if you think that someone's going to be upset because you're divulging something, they're probably going to surprise you and you're going to be like, oh shit, look at that. The new moon in Cancer energy we're in also kind of leans towards that energy. The new moon in Cancer, specifically because the new moon was a sextile Uranus in Taurus, it is bringing some kind of unexpected positive experiences out of this, out of expressing yourself. Because there's a lot of self-expression that comes with that too. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be really positive if you let yourself go there. The new moon in Cancer this time around was also about breaking out of your comfort zone. Like a lot of rewards and a lot of beautiful things that can happen, a lot of doors to open if you would allow yourself to break out of your comfort zone. So do that this week. This week, break out of your comfort zone, share your feelings, talk about your emotions, especially if it's anything you've been repressing or if it's talking about some stuff that you've been kind of dwelling about yourself, right? While you've been in this like void self-discovery kind of mode. Divulge, divulge, divulge. You'll be very surprised. Okay? Now, let's go to the latter half of the week, and then I'm going to talk about Mars and Venus. So the latter half of the week, we have the sun is still in Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancers. Towards the end of the week, two aspects start to become very prominent. The sun in Cancer, trine Neptune. Now we're going from Jupiter to Neptune. Neptune in Pisces, which is also retrograding. And then we have also the sun is opposing Pluto in Capricorn, also retrograding. This is kind of interesting. Sorry, I thought something touched me. This is also kind of interesting because, like I said, we have this like very long aspect this whole year of Neptune sextile Pluto. That's what this whole year. And like I said, this is an energy that is not just increasing our awareness and the ability to have our consciousness expanded, it's also increasing our ability to forgive, our ability to accept and have compassion for ourselves, what we've been through, and for other people. It's also bringing in hopeful energies from facing a lot of things that we have lost, from facing a lot of things that have kind of become upheavaled from the last couple of years when it comes to like pandemic and economy and that sort of thing, old paradigm falling apart, right? So the sun's highlighting this. So if you've been struggling the last couple of years, or especially this year, with anything that's been relating to the pandemic, like how maybe it's changed your family, maybe it's changed your job, maybe it's changed even just how you feel about society, how you feel about government, how you feel things are being handled, and especially when it comes to your wounding, thank you, Pluto. Also, Chiron's retrograding this week. Especially as it brings up wounding, you'll be very surprised how much growth you can have this week with this aspect, while the sun is aspecting Neptune and Pluto so strongly. Um, yeah, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty a little bit. So the sun opposing Pluto, this is creating a little bit of a push. It's creating a push to kind of like see our wounds, see our fears around failure, what we've sacrificed to achieve success, or what we think success has been because of societal expectations. Wounds and issues and struggles around neglecting our emotional needs for the practical. There's also going to be some mommy daddy issues to be faced at the end of this week. And also what we could have done better. That was actually a channeling that I got from my guide. So for those of you who don't know, when I do my astrology notes, I also get channelings from my guides as I'm like going through it. But yeah, also what we could have done better. What we could have done better as a society, what we could have done better individually within society, our own issues, our own struggles with that, right? So as those are coming up at the end of the week in particular, there's going to be this push-pull of like, oh, this feels awful, this feels really hard, and like really struggling to kind of accept that. But the sun in Cancer is like, it's okay, right? The sun in Cancer is coming in, especially being trine Neptune. It's like, come in and just accept that this is just truth. Come in and accept that this is just what you have been feeling. This is just what you've experienced. It is what it is. Neptune and Pisces with trine sun in Cancer will also bring this level of awareness of, oh, let me see this from a higher perspective, right? Seeing it from a higher perspective so you can really move past some of these issues in the realm of the bucket of issues that I explained already. What else? Neptune will also allow us to go deeper into these issues in order to face them, in order to also find acceptance. So it's interesting because in the beginning of the week, it's like we have this comfort and divulgence of what we've been learning about ourselves emotionally, what we've been learning from ourselves in this like self-discovery void space. Also just what we need emotionally, right? Expressing that to other people, being honest with ourselves about that. And that's going to feel really good and feel really empowering. And then this Neptune Pluto energy is going to come in, and it's like after expressing that stuff, owning that stuff, it's like there's almost a deeper dive, a deeper reflective energy of like, hey, your fear of failure, your fear and your struggles of feeling like you are not good enough, that's also part of this, not feeling like you're good enough, or what you've sacrificed to try to achieve success, whatever you think success has been, or whatever you've neglected emotionally for yourself, right? All of that shit's coming up, and it's like, oh my God, this is hard. But it's kind of nice because if we can face some of this stuff and resolve some of this stuff, move past some of the stuff, there's going to be a lot of doors opening. And that's going to lead me into talking about Mars with Venus. Now, Mars is exact conjunct Venus on the 13th. It's going to be strongest 12th to the 14th. Hold on, let me turn the page. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Okay. Hold on. All my notes. I forgot. This was a channeling. So as I was finishing that and I was going to go into Mars Venus, my guide said, fear of death. I was like, fear of death? Fear of death. And I thought about it, and it's like, well, that kind of makes sense, right? Pluto resurrects. Pluto likes to resurrect things that are dead, or that we try to, sorry for the noise, that are dead, or things that we try to bury. And then on top of it, we have all this water, right? We have Pisces, we have Cancer. And then even at the end of the week, on the last day, on the 18th, the moon moves into Scorpio. Death. Even the deacons, like, the Neptune Pisces decan is a Pisces Scorpio decan. So we have this like trifecta of water energy going on this week, really amplified towards the end, and really focusing around Pluto, like really focusing around Pluto and what Pluto's been doing for us as a society. So it's like we're gonna go from like facing our struggles and fears around what we've sacrificed to be successful, how we failed at being successful, and the foundations that play with that, everything I mentioned before, right? And then we're going to move into a deeper fear of death, a deeper fear of societal death as well. So it's like societal death was coming up, financial death, physical death, and really at the end of the day, it's like death of stability and success is at the root of this. So don't be surprised if you go so deep, especially Scorpios. Calling you out, Scorpios and Pisces, of course, and Cancer, I guess all the water signs, but Scorpio especially. So don't be surprised by the end of the week if, like, for some reason you're having to face these fears around death or societal death. Um, when I say societal death, I mean like death of nations, right? That's been a huge fear for everybody lately, not to mention just physical death in general. But death in all forms. And if you can face your fear of death, it just means that you can face your fear about change. And once you can overcome your fear of change, life's a lot easier. Life's a lot easier. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But aside from the channeling, let's talk about Mars and Venus. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Mars and Venus and Leo, like I said, really strong together, conjunct the 12th to the 14th, especially on the 13th. The moon is also going to be in Leo, actually, during this time. Then it moves into Virgo on the 14th, but that moon's going to amplify that. I'm going to talk about the moon at the end. So we talked about aspects last week of the Venus and Mars being opposing Saturn and square Uranus. Those aspects, all those oppositions and squares, they're gone. They're gone this week. They're so weak. We don't even need to worry about them, which is really nice because it actually alleviates a lot of struggle that we've been having between masculine, feminine, between this urge and desire to kind of create, but then also how to actually put that out into the world and really bring it life, right? Especially as it relates to relationships, right? That those dynamics within relationships and balance within relationships, and really wanting to express ourselves and express our gifts, express our talents, not be repressed anymore, because like all those energies are about repression too, and really just be free. The struggle with that is gone this week, and that's kind of awesome. Especially in the beginning of the week where we have, like I said, Mercury is trine Jupiter, which is a lot of that like self-expression and a lot of being comfortable saying saying what you feel, saying what you need emotionally, what you are discovering about yourself, and accepting what you've been discovering about yourself. Again, it's leading to very empowered energy because during this time we also have this amplified form of that like fiery, passionate expression of what we desire and what we like and what we want to do and what gets us going through our life. So a lot of comfort with expressing ourselves in the first half of the week because of Mercury trine Jupiter and because Mars is going to be conjunct Venus. Now, of course, there's also a time to really be creative, right? So let yourselves go there. Really let yourselves go there. It's going to be incredibly satisfying and rewarding on a lot of levels. This may also open doors, especially if like you're getting out of your comfort zone. New moon Cancer, this 2-week period, right? Especially if you're allowing yourself to get out of your comfort zone, it's going to open a lot of doors towards the end of the week or even later on. And not even just like around this time, it could open doors that will come full circle in the full moon Cancer at the end of the year, right? So just like think of this time as a really good time to seed and to plant and manifest and create intentions around what you want to bring to life, how you want to express yourself fully with no holds barred, complete and utter freedom of your emotions, of your passions, all of that stuff, right? And give yourself 6 months to see how that comes full circle, okay? But especially this week, don't be surprised if some opportunities come up, okay? And then at the end of the week, we're taken deeper to face our struggles and to face death. And you can find acceptance and embrace the new doors that will be opening because you took a chance this week. Because you took a chance this week, you did what you could, you brought in opportunities, and you faced your struggles, right? So again, allow all of that to play out for 6 months. Full circle with the full moon Cancer at the end of the year, okay? All right. Talk about the moon, and then we're going to get into the readings. So with the moon, I only wanted to talk a little, well, actually, I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about a lot. So the moon is going from Leo to Virgo to Libra and ending in Scorpio on the 18th. I already talked about the moon in Leo and what that's doing. It's just really encouraging that self-expression and sharing our gifts and getting a lot of emotional satisfaction from putting ourselves out there. And again, we're also going to be putting ourselves out there emotionally. Thank you, Mercury trine Jupiter. Okay? Now, between the 16th and 18th, the moon will be in Libra, while the sun is trine Neptune and opposing Pluto. This is encouraging balance of ourselves and our relationships as we face our struggles, and highlights what we deserve on an emotional level. So that's also really, really great for getting through those aspects. And then we end with the moon in Scorpio, facing fears of death. More of that's going to be coming in and being amplified. There's also going to be an increased comfort too with the insight that you're gaining from dealing with this Pluto energy, and doing this little bit of a deep dive. There's also going to be more support in making room for new opportunities that have been seeded and planted under the new moon Cancer, and because of Mars conjunct Venus. Okay. And of course, moon in Scorpio with all this Leo energy with Venus and Mars. Don't be surprised if you feel a little need for some sexy time, a little need for some attention. That will probably come up, especially with the moon in Libra too. So actually this week towards the end, as you're facing some like deeper stuff, you might even feel this like need for extra physical comfort. Okay, just saying, that's there. The potential's there. Fixed signs, you're going to be experiencing fixed signs. You will be really feeling these energies. You will really be feeling these energies. Water signs in particular, really, really, really feeling these energies. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do some quick sign readings. And when I say sign readings, I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to pull like a card for each. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So these are going to be quick. These are going to be easy. Last time I started with Aries. I'm just going to see what feels right to start with, and then I'm just going to go in order from there. Okay. Just going to see what sign is going to be pulling on me. I'm not going to read these in reverse. I'm going to read these upright. Okay, who's going first? Who's going first? Who's going first? Libra, you're grabbing my attention, which is funny because you are the 1-7 of Aries. So, Libra, let's go. Okay, I see you, Libra. You got my attention. Oh, you really got my attention. Chariot with the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, this is awesome sauce, Libra. Libra, this is you being successful. This is you getting out of a bad place. This is you feeling free, feeling unstuck. And I do want to say you're getting attention. There is a little bit of like a, look at me, look at me, look at me what I'm doing. Look at me what I'm doing. Look at me where I'm at. Look at me. Look at me. There's a little bit there. And it just feels like it's from excitement more so than anything. And I think that's actually really nice. So good for you, Libra. Whatever you're getting out of it feels really, really positive. It feels really positive. Am I getting stuck back into this? It feels positive. I'm getting lots of like little things, but it's like, yeah, I already said those things. Basically, I already said those things. Okay, so Scorpio, what's up? I'm hearing the word unlock. Unlock? Are you unlocking something? Oh, Scorpio, 9 of Swords. Huh. Okay, Scorpio, something's freaking you out. Something's freaking you out. I feel like there's some sort of like truth or something you started to see about yourself or your life. There's something you started to see or become aware of, and it's freaking you the fuck out. It's freaking you out. Which is kind of interesting because Scorpio, you normally can keep your cool. Not to say that like, anyway, I don't know what I was going to say with that. You're just freaking out. Whatever you've become aware of, you're really nervous. You got a lot of worry. You have a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety about it. I feel like we got something similar to this with you before. It's been like a very familiar energy. Oh, some of you guys are feeling like you're repeating history. Some of you really feel like you're repeating history. Some of you feel really haunted by history. But again, there's some truth that's coming to you. I feel like it's actual truth. I feel like it's actual like, hey, this is just the reality of the situation, and it's really putting you in a very upset, disturbed place. And I feel like it's because of some kind of component from your past, whether you feel like you're repeating cycles over and over, or it's like okay. Some of you, it's like whatever the truth is, it's actually highlighting your fear of like, how do I say this? It's such a weird way to say it. Like, okay, for example, like let's say the truth is you know, you're in a really awesome committed relationship or someone really wants to be committed to you, it's freaking you the fuck out. Because I think deep down you actually have a lot of like tumultuous history of really bad commitments, right? So it's almost like fear of the truth that something could be good in that way because you've had such a bad run of it, right? It's like I'm getting like that kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know how else to explain that other than that. So Scorpio, you're freaking out, but it's gonna be okay. I almost want to say like, oh, okay, thank you. That's also what it is. It's because of the beginning of the week. There's a lot of divulgence. There's a lot of self-expression. And Scorpios, it's not that you don't like self-expressing yourself. You function off of not doing so. You function better off of not doing so. And it's like there's a lot of clarity coming in this week for everybody, right? A lot, especially by way of communication and expression. And it's like whatever information is coming out or whatever truth you're coming to, it's just putting you in a very disrupted state. I almost feel like the end of the week is going to be a lot better for you, almost like more of your comfort zone. I think that's also part of it. Anyway, let's move on. Too much time. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I'm seeing mice. Sag, I'm seeing mice. Do you have some annoyance going on? Or do you have some pests going on? I'm seeing mice. That to me says like annoyance or like gossip, like, oh, like just very annoying external energies. I want to use the word annoying more so than anything. Can I get a card for Sagittarius, please? Judgment in reverse. It came out reverse. All of these are upright. All of them are upright. But this came out in reverse here. So Judgment in reverse. What's annoying you, Sag? I can't, they won't stop showing me mice. Something is really eating at you or annoying the out of you. I almost feel like to the point where it's really distracting. I feel like it's almost like preventing you. It's preventing you from something big. Whatever these mice are, I just feel like it's a distraction. And I want to say it's annoying. Like it's annoying people, or it's like annoying things are happening, or annoying things you have to take care of, or just pure distraction. At the end of the day, you're getting very, very distracted from something that you really need to pay attention to. Like really need to pay attention to. It's almost like just ignore the mice. Ignore whatever's distracting you, kind of get away from that, pull back from the situation, just so that you can actually like start to focus on what you need to focus on. I just keep getting, it's like, pay attention to more important things. Like your higher self is like, yo, we got more important shit to worry about, is almost like what I want to say. So that's kind of interesting. Capricorn. Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. I got pulled to the solar. A card came out, but I'm going to pull another one for you, Cappies. I can feel you guys need it. I got pulled to the solar and I heard empty. Some of you guys might be having some digestive issues. Oh, I don't like it. It's almost like an inner void, like an inner emptiness going on here. It's very unsettling and I don't like it. I don't like it. I almost want to say, Capricorns, that like your idea of your purpose is really shifting, and there's something very humbling about it. There's something humbling about it, and at the same time you're hating it, but it's also like, you know, it's just what you got to do. You just know that's just how it goes right now. But it's something very humbling. I want to say humbling. The Queen of Swords came out for you, Capricorn. There's a quietness that you have right now in the truth that you know about this situation and about this shift, this change that needs to happen. And again, it's like you don't like it, but you just know it is how it is. And you know it's just going to be good for you if you just embrace truth. If you just embrace truth and act on truth, and that's okay and that's fine. But I keep getting pulled to solar and I keep hearing empty. I'm going to get one more for Capricorn. One more for Capricorn, please. Can I get one more for Capricorn? Too many. One more for Capricorn. Oh, you guys got two more. Wow. Yep, there it is. There it is. 8 of Cups with the Hierophant, following your higher purpose, understanding that this change needs to happen. Yeah, I keep getting, it's like, you know that like your purpose has shifted. Or something you've been focusing on as your purpose, it's just not the truth anymore. It's not your truth anymore. Or you've started to see some like illusion about it. And it's like, it's really hitting your solar more than anything. It might even just like make your stomach drop a little bit. make you have a little upset stomach, but you're just like, okay, it's time I just like I just need to embrace the truth and reality of the situation and just head to where I need to head, do what I gotta do, embracing my higher truth and going towards what I feel is more my purpose now. I want to say now. Interesting. Some of you guys, it could also be about separation of a relationship or a commitment with Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. Queen of Swords, divorcee, right? Hierophant is contracts and obligations. Queen of Swords prefers to be very independent and ride solo. So some of you guys, it could also be about a switch of an obligation and just realizing you need to do it. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Cards are flying out fast today. Whoa, Aqua. Whoa. What happened? Aqua. What happened? We got the Tower with the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Wands. I feel like with the Ace of Wands and 10 of Wands, I'm looking at a serious cycle here. And it feels quick, out of nowhere. What the hell, Aqua? Wow. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, like, you're like, it's gonna be such a quick thing. It's like, you know how, I don't know if this is a phrase, but it is an understanding, right? That it's like your life could change in a second. Your life can change in a second. All it takes is a second for someone to realize they love somebody. All it takes is a second for someone to lose their job or to have an accident or come into a win or whatever. It just takes a second. I have that feeling like something is happening in a split fucking second. With all the fire, it definitely feels more to me like it's about some kind of physical part of your life. I'm not saying anyone's gonna have an accident. I'm not saying that. It also feels more like are you having an epiphany? I feel like there's gonna be a split-second event. A split-second event where it just kind of sets you ablaze. I feel like for some of you, it's almost like this liberating light, like liberating, trailblazing. Your life is gonna be on fire in a good way, in a really good way, but it just feels like a split second, a total split second. And some of you, it's almost gonna be the opposite, where it's like a split second event all of a sudden creates a massive burden ending to something you've had a lot of passion for. It's gonna be jarring. I'm like, it's like, it's gonna be very jarring. Wow. Good luck with that, Aquas. Pisces. Fishies. Hey, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Show me sunflowers. I'm not really sure what sunflowers symbolize. I almost want to just say happiness, to be honest. Renewal. Just got the word renewal. Pisces. Woo. Pisces. We've got the devil. I feel like this is energy that's leaving. Because I was getting like happy vibes. I was getting renewal. I was getting the sunflower. It's like, I feel like this is something you are liberating yourself from. You're facing, okay, thank you. You're going to be facing this and you're going to liberate yourself. I feel like this has been with you for a while. Whatever this is, it could even just be a vice for some of you. Some of you, it's just a vice. Some of you, it's your own fear. Sorry, Pisces, we're going there. Oh, that's really interesting. So some of you, it's your own fear, and some of you, it's actually something about the physical world, like a burden or an obstacle about the physical world that you've really struggled with, and it's time to just liberate yourself from that. Like, you look at your physical world, and you're just like, that thing or that process, like, pertaining to your physical life, it's like, yeah, I don't do that. Or I can't overcome that. Or that's just always a problem. Whether it's like it's money or a job or red tape paperwork. It's like what I'm just getting for some of you. It's about your physical realm more so than anything. And it's time to just face the boogeyman, Pisces. Face the boogeyman. Because you will be liberating yourself. And there will be a sense of renewal from this. Okay? Aries. Ooh. I just heard I can't. Mm. Aries. Whoa. Oh, I feel like there's a need to it. Oh my god. Aries, I feel like there's a need to admit you can't do something. Oh man, why are you struggling with this? Oh man. Ugh. Aries. Can I get a card for Aries, please? Can I get a card for Aries? You guys got 2. Oh, this is really interesting. Aries. We have Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. Someone had something similar to this last week. I think it was Taurus, actually. I think Taurus had the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, Aries, the neighbor of Taurus. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. This feels like more of a choice than anything. It could also be about the perfect partner. This situation, Aries, that you're facing could literally be about being the perfect partner, having the perfect partner, and there's somebody up in here that feels like they can't, or they need to admit that they can't do something. They can't do something. They can't follow through on something. But Queen of Pentacles and Lovers, this can also be about a decision, a life-changing decision. I almost want to say with material resources, actually. Commitments and material resources, Aries. So someone here is making a decision about that, but also I keep getting this energy of like someone needs to admit that they just can't do something. They can't make this choice, or they can't make this commitment. Good luck, Aries. Taurus. Let's see how Taurus is doing. Taurus, you guys were doing really good last week. How are my Taurians doing this week? They're showing me the 6 of Pentacles. Let's see what we got here. Page of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Oh, shit. Are you realizing someone's been lying here, Taurus? This is definitely getting clarity on something. I feel like this is clarity on a lie. I feel like this is clarity on a lie, and they kept showing me 6 of Pentacles. So it could be about a friend. It could be about a friend or an ally, or an ally of yours, or if you're an ally for somebody, for your mutual allies. I'm getting it's more about that kind of energy. It's like allies or friends, that sort of group. You're realizing someone's lied. You're realizing there's been a lie kind of running around here, and that's kind of unfortunate. Can I get one more card for Taurus? Can I get one more card for Taurus? Oh, wow. We have 8 of Pentacles. So this could be about a work situation that someone's been lying. Someone's been lying about how much they've been working on something. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Yeah, someone's been lying on how much they've been working on something. How much they've been focusing, how much they've been creating, how much they've been doing. Someone's been lying. And maybe you haven't been honest. Maybe you're realizing maybe I should be honest about this. But yeah, someone's been lying. Someone's been lying. Wow, this is like kind of a funky week, guys. Gemini. Gemini, we got 6 of Cups energy. That's kind of sweet. Why are my Geminis getting the 6 of Cups? That's scorpionic energy. I'm hearing Venus, too. Venus. Well, Venus is in Leo. I can have it all? I just heard I can. I can. I can. I can have it all. You realize you can have it all. Let me get another card for Gemini. A lot of heart stuff going on, Gemini. A lot of heart space stuff going on. Really feeling the inner child with you, or childlike energy. Could be around a lot of kids at this during this week or during this time. Keep in mind, these readings are general. They don't pertain directly to the week. I just, couldn't help it. I love pulling cards for you guys. But Geminis, yeah, it's like I'm getting like a very childlike energy with you, whether you're doing inner child work or you're just in the kid mode or you're having a lot of fun with someone, and I'm hearing I can have it all. Getting another card for Gemini. Thank you. Interesting. This one came out 3 in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. Like I said, all these are upright, but it came out reverse. You can have it all. Gemini, you're reflecting on some patterns in history of pessimism. Pessimism or plans changing. Some of you guys are don't hate me. Some of you guys are actually facing your own fickleness. Is that what I want to say that? Your own fickleness, your own tendency to not really stick around to people. Is that what I'm getting? Like not rise to expectations of others. Yeah, some of you guys are facing that. But it's all coming down to realizing that you can have everything you really wanted, but for whatever reason, facing these patterns of pessimism, patterns of fickleness, patterns of not really following through or sticking around to people or expectations of people. There's something about facing that that's allowing you to realize that you can actually have the life you want. Some of you are going to really learn how to really be there for people in a way that you haven't been able to before. Cancer. Hope my cancers are doing okay. Any messages for my cancers? That's too many. Can I get less cards, please? Cancer. Wow, Cancer. I like. Ace of Cups with a Hanged Man. I'm actually hearing you're taking precaution. So some of you are actually, I just got to put it out there, Cancer. Some of you guys, I think, are actually falling in love. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Good luck to you. There's something really focused on like you're really in your heart, or you're falling in love, or maybe you're just feeling the energy of love and gratitude towards others. But you're in this hanged man position, and I actually really like that for you, because it's like you're almost handling your heart with the care it deserves. You know what I mean? It's like you're handling it with the care and that nurturing, protective energy it deserves. Not saying that you're guarded. You're not being guarded right now. You're taking care of your heart. That's all. Like, you're allowing your heart to go there. You're allowing your heart to love and to feel that shit, but you're taking care of it. You're just kind of being in it. You're reflecting a lot on something too. I think some of you guys are really reflecting on how you love, how you give love, how you receive love. Also reflecting on how big your heart is. Like your capacity to love too. This feels really good. I like it. But some of you, I'm really getting you're falling in love. Or it's just about how you love someone or people. I like it. I really like it. You're not just like handing out like candy. Like, you're not doing that. You're not doing that shit. Some of you guys have really learned not to do that. You're appreciating yourself a lot more in this state too. This is really nice energy, Cancer. This is really nice energy. You're learning to appreciate your heart more and seeing it how special it really is and handling it with care. Leos. Hi, Leo. How are my Leos doing? Why do I feel like you're pouting? I don't know why, Leo. I feel like you're pouting. I do. Can I get a card for Leo? Are my Leos pouting? I feel like you are. I still feel like you are. Can I get a card for Leo, please? That's too many. But look what the top card was. I'm keeping that. I'm gonna pull more. Leo, you're pouting. Why are you pouting? Whoa, you got lots of water, Leo. Lots of water. Now we have the Queen of Cups with the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so you're in this. It feels like you're in limbo. You're in a lot of feminine energy. You're in a lot of like kind of sitting back and trying to figure something out here. You're not satisfied. You're not satisfied with something, with where you're at, and you're reflecting on it. And I want to say strongly, you're pouting. You're not really happy. There's almost this energy of like you're supposed to be doing something or going in a certain direction, but for some reason you're really dissatisfied about it. Like, you're really like you don't even like really want to move on it, but you want to move. Understand what I'm saying? It's like, I feel this like restless energy with you, Leo, but the direction you're heading in, you're not happy about it. You're not. It's not bringing you satisfaction. It's not really bringing you happiness. If anything, you're just kind of like, don't I get more? Like it's kind of that pouty energy. I want to say though, you do have other options. I really want to say that, but maybe you don't think you do. It's like you don't think you do. You've got other options. You might just not like them. I just keep getting a little bit of this like, I should have had more, or like their options should have been more grand. You just don't like the direction you're in right now. You just don't like it. You're not satisfied. You're a little pouty about it. You're trying to just reflect on it and just like see if you can like change that, but you're really kind of fixated on this notion that you can't. And you don't like what's in front of you. You don't like what's laid out for you very much. Well, okay, I'm not going to say you don't like it. You don't love it. You don't love it. I really feel strongly that you're pouting. Why don't you like this? There's almost this energy, Leo, where you kind of were getting up and going on something. Like the engines were getting revved. You were ready to hit the gas. You're ready for the green light to go. And there's been kind of like a drag. Or like you like hit the gas pedal to go 50 and you only went like 8. And it's like, that's bothering you. It's not what you thought it was going to be. Like, I want my 50 miles an hour. It's just like, it's bleh. It's just, it's leaving you highly dissatisfied. It could be anything. It could be anything in your life that fits that, but that's the energy that I'm getting with you, Leo. Virgos, last but not least. Hey, Virgos. What's going on for my Virgos? Are you at the drawing board? I just literally saw like chalkboard. Ooh. Oh. You're at the chalkboard. We have the 4 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. You're in your head. Virgo, just be careful with this. You're in your head here. Careful. I feel like you're teetering on fantasy is almost what I want to say, which is kind of strange. It's like you want 10 of Cups. That's what you're analyzing. I feel like you're analyzing. 4 of Swords is usually much more about recovery while healing and also kind of reflecting a little bit, taking a little time out. I don't feel like you're doing that though. I feel like you're at your whiteboard. I feel like you got a pencil in your ear, and I feel like you're analyzing something, and it's almost like wishing you had more. So just be careful with that. If you go down the realm of wishing you had more, you could easily go down the realm of scarcity. I feel like you're teetering on it right now. You're very teetering on it. I feel like you're allowing yourself to dream. I feel like you're allowing yourself to kind of go to like this place of, well, this is reality, but I can see how this can be better. You know, you're getting into that like Virgo, I know how to make this efficient. I know how to improve this. I can improve anything kind of mode, which is a beautiful gift to have. But just be careful, because I can feel it of like going into this realm of like wanting something you can't have, or wanting something that's just not realistic, because you're allowing yourself to kind of go there. So just be mindful. I don't feel like you're recovering at all. Like I really don't feel like it. I feel like it's more like a 7 of Pentacles energy of like you're standing there and you're evaluating. You're evaluating and you're like seeing how it could be better, seeing what's missing. And careful. You could easily go down the realm of scarcity, and that's going to make you even more unhappy. So just, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was like, it was almost a car crash. An almost car crash. Yeah, see, an almost car crash. So just be careful, Virgo. I'm going to pull one more card. Where are we at? 40 minutes? We're going to pull one more card for Virgo. Can I get one more for Virgo? Thank you. Ask, you shall receive. Ooh, Emperor. You guys are dwelling on your kingdom. Your potential kingdom. Potential. So you guys might actually be having dreams about all this too. Keep in mind, Pisces is your natural 7th. A lot of Pisces going on right now. A lot of dream activity going on right now. Some of you guys are daydreaming about your perfect kingdom, your perfect family life, your perfect domestic situation, your perfect world, with you in the driver's seat or with someone in the driver's seat. With Emperor there, that's like driver's seat territory. Emperor with the 10 of Cups is like patriarch. like head of household, head of business, head of domestic life, head of couple, head of family, right? Masculine or feminine doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the general context. I just feel like you're looking at this part of your life, you're daydreaming, you're allowing yourself to go there, and I just feel so strongly you're teetering on that energy of being unrealistic to the point where you will make yourself unhappy. So careful with that, Virgos. Careful. Wow. I smell fire. I smell fire. I smell fire. I'm gonna go. So I hope it's not something in my house. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Oh no. Oh, it's the car crash. Oh, I guess they did crash. It smells like melting plastic or like burning rubber. Okay, Virgos, be careful. All right. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Everything else you need is for your information is linked down below. Vimeo, Patreon, all that stuff. I will see you guys very soon. Have a really great week and a great night. Namaste.